It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Kerryon Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and the YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. Biker Mike, and today we're doing stock up and stock down for our Detroit Lions following the Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears that occurred on Sunday. It is important to kind of take a look to see who is doing good and who needs to improve for our Detroit Lions. And let's go ahead and begin. The first player that is stock up is none other than Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson had 14 carries for 93 yards, and it was impressive. Adrian Peterson, at the age of 35, was continuing to gain a massive amount of yards per carry of around 6. Insane considering the fact of his age, as well. He just joined the roster about a week ago. Adrian Peterson showed that he still has juice left in the tank. He was hitting the open holes, and he was beating the defensive linemen as well as the linebackers, and showing that he still has power and strength for his body. Adrian Peterson showed that he is a valuable pickup for the Detroit Lions and can be used continually throughout this season. Adrian Peterson showed that currently, as of right now, he is definitely the number one back and should be going forward until the yards per carry, the yards itself, and production goes down. Another player who is stocked up is none other than wide receiver Danny Amendola. Yes, Danny Amendola was the best wide receiver for the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Obviously, our star Kenny Galladay was not in the game due to injury, so we needed to have a player step up, and that was Danny Amendola. Danny Amendola had 7 receptions for 81 yards and a PFF grade of 82.9. Danny Amendola showed that even at his older age, he can still gain yards on first down, still get the clutch catches that is required to convert those third downs, and still be a valuable asset to the Lions' offense. Danny Amendola showed that age seems to be the issue for the Detroit Lions. Of being up seems to be better than the age of lower being better. Danny Amendola still has juice in him, and he did a great part for the Lions' loss that occurred on Sunday, the best that he can do. As soon as Kenny Galladay comes back in the lineup, I think Danny Amendola will even do better, considering the fact he won't be the biggest target for the defense to pay attention to, because that will definitely go to Kenny Galladay. Another major stock-up player is none other than the former 8th overall pick, TJ Hockenson, the tight end out of Iowa. TJ Hockenson was a very special player Sunday against the Chicago Bears, racking up a total of 56 yards on 5 receptions and 1 touchdown. TJ Hockenson was taking up the space in the middle, beating the opposing linebackers, and getting big-time plays. He had a play for over 20 yards, taking it all the way down to the 1-yard line that resulted from a DeAndre Swift touchdown. TJ Hockenson is showing his growth from year 1 to year 2, and I do believe he's going to continue to be a stocked-up player games going forward. TJ Hockenson is a player to pay attention to going forward against the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers defense needs to pay attention to him and game plan for him going forward on Sunday. Before I get into the next player for stock up, you need to please turn on the notification button and get the notifications from the videos that I dropped. Why is that important? Well, folks, tomorrow, I will be dropping a video at 9 in the morning, the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers, breakdown, analysis, and prediction. These videos are one of my favorite videos to do, and generally the subscribers absolutely love getting into it, so make sure you turn the notifications on so you do not miss it. Another player stock up was none other than Frank the Tank Ragnow. Frank Ragnow, the center, was doing a fantastic job opening up the holes and doing everything he could to get the running game going. Per PFF, Frank Ragnow had a grade of 80.0 and definitely shined for the Detroit Lions offensive line. With Frank Ragnow under center, he was doing a fantastic job getting Adrian Peterson the hole required to get those yards needed to win the games. Frank Ragnow did his part also to protect Matthew Stafford and do everything he could to make this offensive line and offensive game plan succeed. Which player for the Detroit Lions impressed you the most? Please leave it in the comment section. I want to know what player you thought did a really great job for our Detroit Lions, considering the fact we did lose. Just because we lost, it doesn't mean that we can give some individual accolades for our Detroit Lions, so comment, comment, comment. Another player that really stood out for our Detroit Lions is the punter, Jack Fox. Punter, yes, punter, because one big question mark for our Detroit Lions was how was the punting going to look with Sam Martin leaving Detroit and going to Denver. It looked really great with 4 punts on 197 yards, a 55 average, and a 49.3 yards per punt. Jack Fox really showed that he is a good fit for our Detroit Lions and can fill in the shoes of Sam Martin. If he continues to go forward, he will definitely be a major asset for the Lions special teams and help opposing offenses to be at the very end of the spectrum and doing long field positions to get their offense going. Shout out to Jack Fox. The 5th team regards to stock up is the Detroit Lions offensive line. The Detroit Lions offensive line really showed what they can be capable of. Taylor Decker was making sure that the quarterback does not get sacked, had time in the pocket. Joe Dahl and Frank Ragnow really opened up that left side. Jonah Jackson proved that he is a good pick for the Detroit Lions. And even though Terrell Crosby is a backup, he did the best he could considering the fact that he is a backup. Only 1 sack allowed on Matthew Stafford, and there was great holes for the Lions to run the football. We were not completely at full health considering the fact that Halapoulivaati Vaitai was not in there, but they did a great job nonetheless. Go ahead and hit that like button, folks. While you're in here, it helps bring my YouTube algorithm up. Smash that like button, Hulk bust it, and help bring this video out to individuals out there who have not seen it. Stock up. Definitely last but certainly not least is rookie Quintez Cephus. Quintez Cephus was a rookie 5th round pick. We had no idea how he was going to really perform in a game time position because he was placed in a position because Kenny Galladay was not in there. He only had 10 for 43 yards with an average of 14.3. However, considering the fact that he's a 5th round pick, considering the fact it was his first start, considering the fact that he was thrown in there in the lineup due to our number 1 wide receiver not being in there, he did a good job, and to me, he gives a stock up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel right now. 50%, yes, 50% of you are not subscribed, and it really helps bring my content out there. So please smash that subscribe button. Now it's time to give some stock down grades, and yes, there was a lot to look at for our Detroit Lions, but I gave 3 individuals a stock down grade, and we're going to start with Kerryon Johnson, the 3rd year back. Kerryon Johnson had opportunities to really make some plays, however, it did not occur. On 7 carries, he only had 14 yards, an average of 2 yards a carry. That is extremely poor. Kerryon Johnson needs to do better. 2 yards average is not good enough, and as a 3rd year running back, he really needs to step his game up. If he doesn't, he needs to move out of the way and give it to the older guy in Adrian Peterson, as well as our rookie DeAndre Swift. But Kerryon Johnson, no doubt about it, is a player who needs to get better, and his stock is down. Put in the comment section, are you worried about Kerryon Johnson going forward? Comment, comment, comment. Tell me, do you think Kerryon Johnson is not an asset for this team? Let me know in the comment section. Are you worried going forward through the games that we got to play, specifically the Green Bay Packers? Leave me a comment and let me know. Jamie Collins' helmet, as well as injuries to the cornerback position for our Detroit Lions. Jamie Collins used his head instead of his brain and got ejected from the game for putting on the official. That should not occur. Jamie, you need to square up your brain and not screw yourself. The Detroit Lions already have issues with referees, and guess what? We have to face the same referees that we faced last year when it comes hands to the face. Jamie Collins, get it together. But more importantly, we're going to go ahead and go to the injuries to the cornerback position. This was bad. To start the game off, Jeff Okuda himself was already out. The third overall pick had an injury to his hamstring. It could not make it. That hurt. Then Desmond Trufant got injured beginning of the game, and he could not play going forward. That really hurt our secondary. And last, and surely terrible news here, is that Justin Coleman, our nickel cornerback, is placed on IR due to injury he sustained in the game. These injuries really hurt our team, and it's a major stock down regards to the health and utilizing your brains for our Detroit Lions. We need to get healthy. We need to have people on the field that are smart. We need to do these things to win these games. The NFL is a game of inches, and we need to make sure we are squared away with those inches. Last, and certainly least, is the fourth quarter meltdown, also known as dagger time. This has become ridiculous. The Detroit Lions continue to lose and blow leads in the fourth quarter, and head coach Matt Patricia made an emphasis on this quote-unquote dagger time. This dagger time is looking like butter knife time because it was atrocious. Giving up 17 points in the fourth quarter with 13 minutes to go is absolutely unacceptable, and his idea and philosophy, his coaching style of this dagger time is really a dysfunction. It did not work. He needs to get his game up and manage the game in the fourth quarter. Stop with vanilla, stop with predictable, and keep the foot on the pedal and get this thing going. You cannot relax in the fourth quarter, and you are hurting our win-loss record, Matt Patricia, and you need to get your stuff straight, or you need to get out of the way. This must improve, and we as Lions fans are absolutely tired of losing games in the fourth quarter, specifically when you're up by 17 points. Leave in the comment section, what is your biggest concern for our Detroit Lions? Comment. Let me know. Is it dagger time? Is it Kerryon Johnson? Is it the defense? Is it all the injuries that occurred with our secondary? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear it because there is definitely a lot to worry about. With that said, folks, adios.